and I have told you to just find out any good scenario or any example where we can use it, right, or where it can be applicable. So anything you have found?
યસ મેમ કેબલ કંપની વાળા કે જ્યારે એમને સિટીમાં કેબલો નાખવા હોય તો એ લોકો મિનિમમ સ્પેનિંગ ટ્રી ક્રુસ્કલ અલ્ગોરિધમનો યુઝ કરે છે.
પણ એટલે એ જે તમે કીધું એપ્લિકેશન એકદમ પરફેક્ટ બરાબર, પણ એમાં જે સ્પાનિંગ ટ્રીનો કન્સેપ્ટ છે, મિનિમમ સ્પાનિંગ ટ્રીનો, એ કેવી રીતે એપ્લિકેબલ છે? એટલે થોડું ડિટેલમાં તમે જો એક્સપ્લેન કરી શકો તો. Anyone else? બીજા કોઈ સિનારીઓ ફાઇન્ડ ના કર્યો કે કોઈ એવો એક્ઝામ્પલ કે જે આનો યુઝ થતો હોય? See, graph is generally used for the networks, right? For any kind of network, if you want to establish them, generally you are using the graphs, where the vertices are considered as the computers, right? And the connection between two computers will be described by the edge. Okay, so if in that kind of scenario, right, where the spanning tree can be possible to use and why we need to use it, what is the benefit? Right, so the cable example is given, right? So that would be true. What is there ki every city is connected with the some or other routes and all, right? Like A city is connected with B also, C also, D also, right? So there are many connections between one city to another cities like that, right? But if you want to establish a cable connection, right, then you would require only one cable, like A to B, then B to C, then C to D. Okay, now from A to B, right, there are many there are many uh, we can say the length of the route is there, or maybe some situation is there, so cable task will take much payment, it will take much cost. So there are many things, right, that we need to consider before establishing a network where redundancy of the edges will not be there, right? If A and B is connected with one particular age, then it should not be connected with any other age. Okay, so in this way what we need to just do is we have to make sure that all the cities are connected by one way or other, right? A to B, B to C, C to D, that would be fine. If there is no direct edge between A to D, that would be fine, right? But the thing is what all the cities should be connected. Okay, so for that what we are using spanning tree, right? That if we have a one city network, then we are just finding the subset of that network such that all the cities are covered and all the cities are connected. Okay, so that is the concept of spanning tree. So if you want to put is this cable line or some telephone line or anything, then this way you have to find out the subset of a particular dense graph. Okay, after that, minimum spanning tree is what? Okay, suppose ke if I choose the cable from city A to D, right, it will suppose ke cost A, right? And if I am choosing A to B, B to C and C to D, then it will cost suppose 8, total cost is 8. Okay, that would be sorry, previous was 10 and A નહીં 10 બરાબર, A to D 10 cost છે અને A to B, B to C, C to D એ cost 8 છે. Okay, and my target is what? That A, B, C, D should be covered, right? So what I will do, instead of taking the direct edge from A to D, I will use the edges A to B, B to C and C to D, right? So that in this way I can just reduce the amount that I have to spend, right, by establishing that cable connections between the cities. Okay, so this is how this particular thing work. It is applicable to many things, like if you have a good network, as I said, the telecommunication network or this kind of like it is also used in some traveling salesman problem that you will study right later. So in there are many applications where you can use this concept. Okay, so spanning tree is different, where we are not considering the amount, right? And minimum spanning tree is the spanning tree which has the minimum cost. Okay, and how to find this minimum spanning tree? So for that there are algorithms, right? So one of the algorithm we have already studied, Kruskal, and now we have to just look at the another algorithm which is called Prim's algorithm. Okay, so okay, are you able to see the presentation?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now see, we are going to understand the Prim's algorithm, right? That is also used to find the MST, okay, minimum spanning tree, right? So first we'll take a example that how actually it will work. So actually, see, any concept how we are learning this concept. So first we will apply the methodology that are generally used to find out the solution if any problem is given, right? So using the paper and pen we can find out the solution, right? And we have to make sure that which technique they are using to find the solution. After that, that technique will be converted into the algorithm, and that we need to learn. Okay, so see, this is the algorithm, right? Now when we are using the algorithm, we have to make sure that which technique we are using to find the solution. Okay, so for that we have to are you am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Audible now? Am I audible now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so let's start the Prim's algorithm, right? So it falls under the category of the greedy. Okay, now when there is a greedy algorithm, we know that what we need to do is first we need to find out the candidate set. Okay, so the graph and its edges, right? So these are our candidate set from which we are picking the edges which can construct a minimum spanning tree for us. Okay, then after greedy means what? We have to find the minimum spanning tree. We want minimization here. Okay, so as a greedy approach, what I will do, I will just take the age which gives us the minimum weight for in one or two or three steps. Okay, so in the very first step I can choose the age with the minimum weight, in the second step I can choose the age with the minimum weight, right? So this is approach that we will use, right? And what is the assumption behind it, that if I choose the edges with the minimum weight, it might be possible that at the end I can get the optimal answer, matlab the minimum weight of the spanning tree. Okay, now see here, the Prim's algorithm works somewhat differently, right? But the concept is almost the same. So here we, when we are using Prim's algorithm, you must have the start vertex. Remember this thing. Okay, in the Kruskal algorithm there is no need for the start vertex, because we are already sorting the edges into the ascending order, and then after we are picking edge one by one. But here we should have the starting vertex. So in this example, A is the start vertex. Okay, now next is what we have to check the adjacent edges of A. Like we have AB and AH. There are two adjacent there are two edges from A to B and A to H, right? And we can just consider its weight, 4 and 8. Okay, so now what we need to do, A is already there, we have chosen this A. Now which age should be selected? So it will be based on the weight of the age. Whichever age has the minimum weight, we will choose that. Okay, so now we will choose A, B. So this is the first age we have added to the solution set. Okay, now see, initially in the first step we have only A vertex, right? But now after the first step we have two vertices, A and B. Okay, so now in the next step we have to check the adjacent the ages from A and B both, and whichever is minimum weight, whichever has the minimum weight, it should be chosen. Okay, so now see, a A2H there is 8, B2H 11, B2C 8. Okay, so we have this many possibilities, right? So we can see here A to B is there, that is already chosen. Now from B and H, sorry, it is BH and AH, we have three candidate for the second step, and we can choose any, matlab ki whichever age has the minimum weight. So we have two possibilities, A2H and B2C. Okay, so now we'll construct a minimum spanning tree step by step. So first this AB will be chosen. In the next step BC is chosen. Wherever you can also choose the AH, that would be also correct. Okay, now after this second we have three vertices, A, B and C. Okay, now what we need to do here, right? So we have to check all the ages from A, B and C. So here there is one candidate of 8, then 11, then from C there is C to D, C to F, C to I. So we have this many ages which are from A, B and C, right? And whichever is minimum we can choose that. So obviously this C to I has the minimum weight, we will choose that particular age. Okay, so see, right now what we are doing, we are just updating the keys of every vertex. Right now, so in the initial steps all the keys are infinite, right? We'll see the concept of keys in the algorithm, but consider that initially all the keys are infinite. Okay, and whenever we are selecting an age, that particular vertex key would be updated with its weight, age weight. Okay, now after the this particular after the D, what are the possibilities we have? So we have to check all the ages from A, B, C and I, right? And whichever has the minimum weight we will choose that. So I think it will be C to F. Yes, it has the 4. Okay, then after, in the next step from A, B, C, I and F. Okay, so consider all the adjacent vertices ages and choose the age with the minimum weight. So which would be chosen? Which particular vertex will be selected next?
G.
G. Okay, so the next, because it has the minimum weight. Okay, Then after C, A, B, C, I, G, still D, E and H, they are not connected. Also, right now we have to make sure that by choosing any vertex or edge, it should not result into the loop. Okay. Okay, now G has been chosen. Now, which will be the next? Obviously, this one, right? So, edge, there is no loop till right now we don't have any loop, right? After that, which will be chosen? Next vertex.
C to D. C to
Yes,
D.
sorry. D. Yes, C to D. Right, right, and still E is there, right? So D to E. Okay, so this highlighted edges, this will construct the MST for this example. Okay, now just understand that this graph you have been given in the form of the adjacency matrix or the adjacency list, okay, with the age weights, and then after you have to perform this steps to find out the MST. Okay, but as I said that the Prim's and Kruskal algorithms are already designed. Okay, so we have to understand that algorithm, otherwise there are many ways to find out the spanning trees. Okay, you can have your own method to find out the spanning tree from the graph. Okay, but for finding MST also you can have the your own algorithm, right? But two algorithms are already designed and they are proven. So first is the Kruskal and the second is Prim's. Okay, so now we'll learn the Prim's algorithm. Okay, so in the Prim's algorithm we need to enter the graph, weight array and the start vertex. Okay, so these three information we should have. If you remember the Kruskal algorithm, we require only the graph and weights. Okay, but here we also require the start vertex. Now what is this algorithm is about? So obviously by seeing this algorithm we do not understand that what are the meanings of each statement and why they are used, right? What is the functionality of each statement, right? So we need to just understand it using an example, then we can just understand the purpose of each statement. So remember, this E is the solution set. Okay, U is every vertex of the graph, right? Key, we will update it. We'll see that this symbol is used to find the parent of a particular node, like if A B is there, right? The parent of B is A, right? So using this concept we are adding the age, vertex and its parent. Okay, then after obviously first key, the key of the start vertex should be 0. Okay, and all others are infinite. Now we are using here one data structure. See, we are using the data structure here Q, right, in which we will add all the vertices. Okay, and then after we have to use the loop where Q is not equal to 5, मतलब कि જ્યાં સુધી Q ખાલી ના થાય ત્યાં સુધી શું કરવાનું છે? Now see here, extract mean. So what do you think that, જો હું તમને એ કહી દઉં કે આનું કામ શું છે? ક્યુની અંદર જેટલી બી વર્ટેક્સ હશે ને, ABCDE, જેટલી બી વર્ટેક્સ હશે ક્યુ ડેટા સ્ટ્રક્ચરમાં, બરાબર, એ બધા સાથે કોઈ કીઝ એસોસિએટેડ હશે, 1 2 4 6 3 એની, બરાબર. તો ફોર ઓલ ધી વર્ટાઇસીસ there would be some keys associated. Okay, so extract mean will do what? It will just find out the vertex, right, with the minimum key. So that is why extract mean is used. Okay, so now you have to think that which particular operation or which particular data type or anything I can use here to find out the vertex with the minimum key. Okay, then after whatever vertex I am selecting, it should be removed from the queue. It is processed. Okay, now આ બધું શું છે એ આપણે એક્ઝામ્પલથી જોઈએ. Okay, so these are the general terms that we need to understand first. Graph, weight function, root vertex, small r આપણે use કર્યું છે. A is a solution set. What is key? So it is the minimum weight of any edge connecting V to a vertex in the tree, બરાબર. એટલે વીને મારે કોઈ બી વર્ટેક્સ સાથે કનેક્ટ કરવી હોય તો એનું મિનિમમ વેઇટ, બરાબર. એન્ડ ધીસ symbol is used for the parent. Okay, now see, we have taken a very simple example here, right, of the 5 vertices, right, and we have to find out the MST using the Prim's algorithm. Okay, so the first step of the algorithm was what? It was the solution set initialization. So right now solution set is empty. Okay, after that, for each vertex of the graph we need to see, so for each vertex of the graph, so we have this 5 vertices in the graph. Okay, then after, what we need to do for all the vertices? Key of all the vertices are infinite and parent of all the vertices are nil. Okay, so this is the initialization. All the keys of all the vertices are infinite and parents of all the vertices are nil. Okay, then after, in the fifth step, we have to set the key of the start vertex 0. So start vertex here, suppose k for this example start vertex is કઈ રાખીએ? A. Okay, this, so એનું key 0, આ બાકીના બધાની key infinite. Okay, so key of A is 0 and Q will have all the edges of the graph. So now Q data structure is containing all the edges of the graph, vertices of the graph, all the vertices of the graph. Okay, then after we have to use this while loop. Okay, these steps are written here. We have done the initialization phase. Okay, so after the initialization phase, your graph will look like this. A 0 આવે, 0 and nil. C infinite nil. Then D infinite nil. The first is the key, second is the parent. Okay, so after the initialization, this will be your graph. Okay, now any doubt up to this? Darshan, Devarsh, Dhruvesh, Heer, any doubt?
No, ma'am.
Are you able to understand whatever we discussed?
Yes, ma'am.
Hamid, Jainil, Shruti, Vineet.
Yes, ma'am, understood.
See,
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
ma'am,
Understood.
understood.
okay. And another thing is what, see, in this online मतलब જે સ્ટડી અત્યારે ચાલી રહી છે, તો you also have to take some initiative and you have to do the practice whatever problem you are learning. બરાબર કે ભાઈ ક્રુશકલ પ્રીમ ગ્રેડીમાં મેકિંગ ચેન્જ, એક્ટિવિટી સિલેક્શન, એના જે બી પ્રોબ્લેમ્સ હોય ને એ બધું તમારે જાતે બી સોલ્વ કરવાના. બિકોઝ હું અહીંથી તમને આપું તો ખરા, બટ આઈ ડોન્ટ નો વેધર યુ આર એકચ્યુઅલી સોલ્વિંગ ધ પ્રોબ્લેમ ઓર નોટ. Okay, and in this subject practice is must. If you do the practice on more examples, then you will have the मतलब efficiency to solve the problems in limited time, because at the end you will, मतलब at the examination, university examination or unit exam, you need to solve the examples. Okay, and it will be in the limited time. So if you don't do the practice, then most of the time will be taken by 1 or 2 problems. બરાબર, એટલે એની પ્રેક્ટિસ તો તમારે જાતે થોડી થોડી કરવી પડશે. Right, so it should be your call, right? Now see, this is the initialization. Now we'll see this while loop. Okay, so in the first iteration, when q is equal to what we need to check the condition whether the q is empty or not, right? So if the queue is not empty, we have to do the step, we have to execute the statements, right? So it means what, we have to process each and every node or vertex in the queue data structure. Okay, so right now queue is not empty, it contains all the vertices. Now see, extract mean. So initially we have seen that all the vertices key are infinite except this 0, sorry, a, right? The key of this a is 0, so obviously infinite is greater than every value, right? So right now extract mean operation will give you this a vertex. Okay, so u is equal to a, right? Then after we have to remove that particular vertex from the cube. So now your cube is containing only b, c, d and e. Okay, then after what we need to check, we need to check whether the parent of a particular vertex is nil or not. Okay, if it is not equal to nil, then we have to add that edge into the particular vertex. Like a cannot be added, right? If a is there and b is there, मतलब કે કોઈ વર્ટેક્સ અને એની પેરેન્ટ બે વસ્તુ હોય તો જ આપણે એને એજ કન્સિડર કરીએ અને પછી એને એડ કરી શકીએ. ઓકે, સો ઇન કેસ ઓફ ધીસ a it is not true, right? Because the parent of a is nil, right? So this condition is false. So there would be nothing then, मतलब कि nothing will be added to the solution set because this condition is false. Okay, so a is the only vertex we are processing right now. There is no parent of it, and that is why we are not adding into the solution set. Okay, after that what we need to do, what we were doing in the example a હોય તો b અને c આ બંનેનું આપણે શું જોતા હતા, વેટ ચેક કરતા હતા. Okay, so what we will do now, we have to check all the adjacent vertices of a selected vertex, બરાબર, and we will update the key of this vertices based on this age weight. એટલે કે b નું જે key છે એ 4 થશે અને c ની જે key છે એ 8 થશે. Okay, so this is what we are doing. To after that we will select the vertex with the minimum weight, minimum key. બરાબર, એટલે અલ્ટિમેટલી શું થશે કે જે વર્ટેક્સ જે એજની વેલ્યુ મિનિમમ હશે એ સિલેક્ટ થશે. વી આર ગોઈંગ ટુ કમ્પેર ધીસ કીઝ. Okay, so now say for each v which is adjacent to u, so for each v which is adjacent to a, બરાબર, તો બે જ વર્ટેક્સ છે c અને d, રાઈટ? સો આપણે એના માટે અમે ગ્રાફ નથી લખ્યું. ઓકે, so from this example you can see you have only two edges, right? a2 c and a2 d, બરાબર. એકની કી 7 છે અને એકની કી 10 છે. ઓકે, so this is how we can select. Right, so c and d, there are two vertices which are adjacent to a. Okay, so what we need to do for each adjacent vertex of a, see, we have to check condition. First condition, it should be in the Q, that adjacent vertex, and its weight is less than the key of the V. Okay, so suppose I am taking a C first, right? So C is in the Q, so first condition is true. Okay, and then after what we need to check, weight of UV. તો U શું છે A અને V શું છે C. તો weight of AC is 10 and the key of C is infinite for now, right? એટલે ઇનિશિયલી તો જે બી એડજસન્ટ હશે એની વેઇટથી બધી જ વર્ટેક્સની કી ઇનિશિયલાઇઝ થઈ જશે because initially infinite છે. Okay, so if both the conditions are true, you can see here the relational construct AND is used, means both the conditions should be true to process these two statements. Okay, so this C is in the Q, first correct. Weight of AC, which is 10, is less than the key of C, right? Then what we need to do, if this condition is true, then the parent of C would be A and the key of C would be 10, right? So after that what happens કે ભાઈ આજે A હતું અને અહીંયા C અને અહીંયા D, right? તો આ જે ઇન્ફાઇનાઇટ હતું એનું શું થઈ ગયું, અહીંયા 10 થઈ ગયું બેસ્ડ ઓન ધીસ વેઇટ. ઓકે, અને અહીંયા સપોઝ કે A to D 7 છે તો આની જે કી છે એ શું થઈ જશે 7 થઈ જશે બેઝડ ઓન ધીસ વેટ. ઓકે, એટલે નેક્સ્ટ ટાઈમ શું ચૂઝ કરવાનું, જે મિનિમમ હોય એ. ઓકે, અને આપણે એડજસન્ટ જોવાનું છે, રાઈટ. એટલે આપણે કોના પર પ્રોસેસિંગ કરીએ છીએ, ખાલી જે વર્ટેક્સ સિલેક્ટ કરી છે એના એડજસન્ટ ઉપર. ઓકે, સો see the same thing will be for Q. D is in Q, yes. Weight of AD 7 is less than infinite, yes. So the key of this D will be updated and its parent would be A. Okay, so see, after this first iteration what happens, that B, C, D and E, right, these 4 vertices of Q data structure, these are the keys. This is 10, 7, these are infinite, right. And the parent of this B is nil, parent of this E is nil, but the parent of C and D are A. Okay, so this is what happens, right, after the first iteration. Okay, now we'll see the next. Now the graph would be like this. Okay, अच्छा तो infinite है. No, this is not true. Okay, now we'll see the second iteration. Okay, now in the start of the second iteration we have this B, C, D and E, right. And this is 10, this is 7, the parent of both the vertices are A, and the parent of this B and E are nil. Okay, and this is the graph, right. This 7A and this 10A, these two are updated, right. So you can see here the key of A is 0 nil 0, parent of A is nil. Same way C 10A and D 7A, right. And these keys are based on these weights. Okay, now see what particular age we will choose according to the method we have learned. We will choose this AD, right. So this will be done this will be done here with finding the vertex with the minimum key, right. So you can see here, out of all the keys of this vertices, 7 is the minimum. So U is equal to now D, right. And then after, what we need to do, we have to remove that particular vertex from Q data structure. Okay, so it will be removed. Now B, C, E, these are the only contents of Q. Okay, now its parent is nil, D's parent is nil, no, right, is not equal to nil, condition is true. Okay, its parent is A. So that is why this particular age would be added to the solution set. D is the vertex itself and A is the parent of it. Okay, so DA or AD, this is the unidirectional graph. So we can have anything, DA or AD, right. So now we need to add this particular vertex into the solution set. Here there is a union operation, બરાબર. તો પહેલાં કશું જ નહોતું. Now we will add this AD into the solution set. Okay, હવે શું કરવાનું, we have to check all the adjacent vertices of D. Okay, so adjacent vertices of D are B and E. Okay, and you can see right now it's the keys of this B and E are infinite. Okay, but remember this D is actually the adjacent vertices of D are A, C, B and E. Okay, so A is not in the Q, so first condition is false here, right. B is in the Q, right, and the weight of BD, which is 32, this is 32, is less than infinite, right. So we can update the parent and the key of B. Okay, so now its key is 32 and parent is D, barabar. Same way C, right, C is processed, right, but we can check for the smaller weight, બરાબર. તો એ C ક્યુમાં છે, તો હા ક્યુમાં તો છે C, બરાબર. CD is 9 and key of C is 10. See, look at here. Okay, so here what happened initially, when we perform the iteration, first iteration, after that the key of C would be 10, but in the second iteration, right, we can find that there is a one connection which is less than this number. Okay, so we can update the key of C according to that. Okay, so now parent of C would be now D, right? And now its key is 9 because there is a connection, right, which has the least weight than this previous weight. Okay, so this is how the value of, or sorry, the key of C is updated. And same way for E, 23 is obviously less than nil, so key of E would be 23 and the parent of E would be D, right? So after the second iteration you have this, right? All the keys are updated like this, all the parents are updated, and these are the queue contents. બરાબર. હવે થર્ડ ઇટરેશન કરીએ. ચલો પહેલાં શું કરવાનું? This is your queue. એક મિનિટ. B this is the parent of this vertex. Chalo, what should be the first step? ચલો બોલો, હવે તમારે જ બોલવાનું છે. Yes. Jay 177. બોલો હવે શું આવશે? એલ્ગોરિધમ પ્રમાણે ફર્સ્ટ સ્ટેપ કયું થશે? 130 દર્શિત. ચલો ભાઈ બોલો, બે ઇટરેશન આટલી ડિટેલમાં તો કર્યા, ધ્યાન આપ્યું હશે તો આવડશે. 106 પ્રાંશ.
યસ મેમ.
બોલો ને શું આવશે હવે?
પહેલા તો આ ક્યુમાં છે કે નહીં એ ચેક કરશું.
સોરી, શું કીધું?
છે કે નહીં ચેક કરશું.
ક્યુમાં છે કે નહીં એવું ના આવે પહેલાં. હીર 98. હેમિત 119.
યસ મેમ.
બોલો.
ક્યુનો સેટ હતો એક મિનિટ BCE હતો તો
થર્ડ ઇટરેશનમાં ક્યુ તો આ ટાઈપની છે. હવે
આપણે ક્યુ હવે ઇટરેટ કરવું પડશે. ક્યુને મિનિમમ ઓફ ક્યુ એની આપવાનો લગભગ.
સી આ પ્રોસિજર જે આપણે કરીએ ને એકદમ ફાસ્ટ હોવી જોઈએ. બરાબર, ઇટરેશન 2 તમને આખા ડિટેલમાં બતાવ્યા. હવે નેક્સ્ટ જ્યારે સ્ટેપ કરીએ ને ત્યારે એ થોડા ડિટેલમાં, અરે ફટાફટ થવા જોઈએ. Right, so if you have not paid attention till now, right, so please pay attention in this next iteration, right? It is not that much difficult, you just remember these steps. Okay, so the first thing is you have to find see this is your queue, right, in which B, C and E vertices are there. 32, 9, 23, these are the keys of these vertices, and this D is the parent of these vertices. Okay, પહેલું સ્ટેપ શું હશે? યુ હેવ ટુ આઈડેન્ટિફાઈ ધી વર્ટેક્સ, or you have to find the vertex with the minimum key, right? So obviously it is C. So first U is equal to C. બરાબર, પછી શું કરવાનું છે? ક્યુમાંથી એ જે પર્ટિક્યુલર વર્ટેક્સ છે એને રિમૂવ કરી દેવાની છે. તો નાવ યોર ક્યુ, ઇફ આઈ રિમૂવ ધીસ, નાવ યોર ક્યુ વિલ કન્ટેન ઓનલી B and E. ઓકે, આફ્ટર ધેટ see, for adding into the solution set or not, we have to find out its parent, right? So you can see its parent is not nil, it is d. એનું parent nil નથી, d છે, right? So that vertex will be added to the solution set. So initially a d તો હતું solution set માં, and now we have add this cd edge. So ad and cd, these two edges are added into the solution set. ઓકે, પછી શું કરવાનું છે? વી હેવ ટુ અપડેટ ધી કીઝ. આફ્ટર સિલેક્ટિંગ ધીસ એજ વી હેવ ટુ ચેક વેધર એની કી કેન બી અપડેટેડ ઓર નોટ. ઓકે, સો ફોર દેટ વોટ વીલ ડુ, વોટ એવર એ વર્ટેક્સ વી હેવ સિલેક્ટેડ, આપણે એનું અજેસન્ટ ફાઇન્ડ કરવાનું, રાઈટ? સો વી હેવ સિલેક્ટેડ સી વર્ટેક્સ, તો એનું અજેસન્ટ શું છે? જુઓ, એ અને ડી બે જ છે, બરાબર? તો આપણે એ ચેક કરીએ. તો જુઓ, એ બી ક્યુમાં નથી. યુ કેન સી ધી કન્ટેન્ટ્સ ઓફ ક્યુ, ઇટ ઇઝ બી ઈ, રાઈટ? તો એ ઇઝ નોટ ઇન ધી ક્યુ, બી ઇઝ ઓલ્સો નોટ ઇન ધી ક્યુ, બરાબર? સો કોઈ બી ઇટરેશન થશે જ નહીં, કોઈ કી અપડેટ નહીં થાય, બંને વર્ટેક્સ માટે કન્ડિશન ફોલ્સ છે. ઓકે, એટલે હવે ફોર્થ ઇટરેશન કરશે. તો ફોર્થ ઇટરેશન પહેલાં ક્યુના કન્ટેન્ટ શું છે? બી અને ઈ, બરાબર? અને એના પેરેન્ટ છે ડી. એટલે એટલી વસ્તુ મને ખબર હોવી જોઈએ આટલું, બરાબર? પછી શું કરવાનું? પછી ફરીથી વી હેવ ટુ સિલેક્ટ વર્ટેક્સ વિથ ધ મિનિમમ કી. તો ઈ ઇઝ ઇક્વલ યુ ઇઝ ઇક્વલ ટુ ઈ, બરાબર? રિમૂવ ધેટ ફ્રોમ ધી ક્યુ. Then after check the parent, its parent is d, not nil. So this will be added into the solution set. So AD, this DC and this DE, બરાબર? This will be added into the solution set, and now we can check whether it can matlab any key will be updated or not, right? So for each adjacent vertex of the E, તો એની તો એક જ adjacent છે D, બરાબર? આ D છે અને એ D ક્યુમાં છે નહીં, એટલે એ બી કન્ડિશન ફોલ્સ. સો નો કી વિલ બી અપડેટેડ, બરાબર? અહીંયા સીની કી અપડેટ કેમ થઈ? બિકોઝ બે પોસિબિલિટી હતી, એ ટુ સી બી હતું, બરાબર? અહીંયા અને અહીંયા સી ટુ ડી પણ હતું. તો દેટ મેટ બી પોસિબલ કે જ્યારે ડી આવે ત્યારે આ પોસિબિલિટી રહે. અહીંયા તો એક જ છે, બરાબર? હવે લાસ્ટ શું, આ આપણે પ્રોસિજર ક્યાં સુધી કરવાની છે? જ્યાં સુધી ક્યુ એમ્પ્ટી ના થાય ત્યાં સુધી. તો હવે ક્યુમાં ખાલી બી જ બાકી છે, બરાબર? તો બી આપણે યુમાં સ્ટોર કર્યું, ક્યુ એમ્પ્ટી થઈ ગયું, એનું પેરેન્ટ બી નીલ નથી, તો બીડી બી અંદર સ્ટોર થઈ ગયું રિઝલ્ટ સોલ્યુશન સેટમાં. અને હવે આપણે હું બીનું એડજસન્ટ ફાઇન્ડ કરું તો ખાલી ડી જ છે અને ડી ક્યુમાં નથી, તો કન્ડિશન ફોલ્સ. ઓકે, સો ધીસ ઇઝ યોર સોલ્યુશન સેટ. સિક્સ ઇટરેશનમાં ક્યુ એમ્પ્ટી, તો હવે કશું નહીં થાય. ઓલ વર્ટાઇસીસ આર કવર્ડ ઇન ધ સોલ્યુશન સેટ. સો એ ડી સી ડી ડી ઈ બી ડી, ધીસ ઇઝ યોર સ્પાનિંગ ટ્રી, એન્ડ એમએસટી વેઇટ ઇઝ 71. ધીસ ઇઝ યોર સ્પાનિંગ ટ્રી. એટલે ખાલી આ વાળી જ નથી, બરાબર? તો ધીસ ઇઝ હાઉ યુ કેન ફાઇન્ડ આઉટ ધી સ્પાનિંગ ટ્રી, મિનિમમ સ્પાનિંગ ટ્રી ફ્રોમ ધી પ્રિમ્સ એલ્ગોરિધમ. ઓકે, હવે see, it would be easy, right, to have the solution or to find the solution using this particular technique, બરાબર? આ રીતે ફાઇન્ડ કરવું તો સહેલું જ છે, પણ મેં તમને કહ્યું હતું એ પ્રમાણે પ્રેક્ટિકલ ઇમ્પ્લિમેન્ટ કરવાનું આવે ત્યારે વી હેવ ટુ લર્ન ઓલ ધ થિંગ્સ દેટ વોટ ડેટા સ્ટ્રક્ચર વી કેન યુઝ. લાઇક હિયર યુ નીડ ટુ થિંક that which data structure can be used for extract mean, how the queue should be implemented, right? How to extract the data from the matrix or list and store into the queue. So all these things we need to think, barabar? And that is why we should understand the algorithm, that how these statements are working, and then after we can use a particular concept. Okay, are you getting this thing?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Yeah. Are you able to see this graph? Okay. So now what you need to do, consider this 0 as the start vertex, બરાબર. અને પહેલી જે આપણી સિમ્પલ મેથડ હતી એનાથી તમારે પહેલાંનું સોલ્યુશન ફાઇન્ડ કરવાનું છે, right? And then after you have to trace the algorithm, right? And try to understand the connection between that technique and the algorithm. Clear? So your task is what? Find the minimum spanning tree using the Prim's algorithm, બરાબર, for this example. Clear?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So I'll just